With the third pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select Scoot Henderson.
I don't know, Scoot Henderson got drafted 3rd overall by the Portland Trail Blazers, but the big question no one knew was Dame going to stay or leave this season. Dame actually ended up staying in this simulation, making Scoot the backup point guard. Scoot was the 6th man on the Portland Trail Blazers to start the year. They started Anthony Simons over him as well. Scoot averaged 16.3 points per game, 3.4 rebounds, and 6.4 assists per game. Still really good for a rookie guard coming off the bench. It was not enough though for Rookie of the Year, as Victor Wembanyama did take it home. But the Blazers were actually able to make the playoffs as the 8th seed, winning the play-in game, matching up against the number 1 seeded New Orleans Pelicans. Now, they thought this was going to be a tough task, but they ended up winning 4-1, beating the number 1 seed in the Western Conference in 5 games. That moved us on to the second round against the Clippers, where the Clippers would do the same thing to us and beat us in 5 games 4-1. Which brought us to our second season, where Scoot had a lot better of a season, averaging 21.3 points per game and 7.7 assists. So averaging 5 more points per game and 1 more assist. So Scoot was obviously developing really well, but the Blazers were on the downfall as they missed the playoffs and were the 12th seed in the Western Conference, went 38-44. But getting the 12th seed and having a bad season wasn't the worst thing for this team, as they got the number 1 pick in the draft and ended drafting Nazir Cunningham, a 6'8" small forward who was an absolute bucket. And with our young core developing in Shadon Sharpe, Anthony Simons, and also Scoot Henderson, and the new number 1 draft pick Nazir Cunningham we just picked up, Dame was moved to the bench and Scoot was able to take his starting spot as the starting point guard on the Blazers. He averaged 22.3 points per game and 9.3 assists during this season, and they also got the 5th seed in the Western Conference, going 46-36. So things started looking like they were going to go upwards. But we ended up matching up against the Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander absolutely ran us, and we ended up getting eliminated in the first round. Now, this might be the last chance we have to win with this group, as it is a big contract year for the Blazers. Dame, Shadon Sharpe, and Anthony Simons are all on the last year of their deals, but we ended up getting the 3 seed in the playoffs, going 52-30. Scoot averaged a double-double, putting up 20.8 points per game and 10.4 assists. And the first player from Scoot's draft class won MVP. Victor Wembanyama won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, putting up 30.8 points per game, 14.7 rebounds, and 3 blocks a game. We matched up against Minnesota in the first round. Scoot had 36 points and 10 assists in Game 6 to eliminate the T-Wolves. But in the second round, we ended up matching up against Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, and we lost in 6 games as Jokic was too much to handle. We really didn't have a big man to stop him or contain him at all. The next season, everyone ended up re-signing. We got the 3 seed, matching up against the Jazz in the first round. We were able to make quick work of the Jazz, winning 4-1, giving them the gentleman's sweep. Scoot had an absolutely dominant series, averaging 32 points per game over the series. We then matched up against the Pelicans, who we knocked out our very first season as an 8 seed, and this was not going to be an easy series. We won 7 games with them, but Shadon Sharpe in Game 7 went for 51 points, and we were able to eliminate the Pelicans, getting to our first Western Conference Finals. And we met the Thunder once again, but we were not able to take care of business, as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander once again was just way too much for us, and we lost in 6. Over the offseason, we made some moves though, picking up OG Anunoby, and also Dame left the team, which honestly wasn't the worst, because he was getting a lot lower in overall and digressing. He joined the Charlotte Hornets. But we did not do too well this season, as we were the 8th seed, and we matched up against the Thunder once again, and for the 3rd time we were not able to overcome them, and we lost. In year 7, Joel Embiid joined the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, he was not as good as like previous MVP Joel Embiid, but he was still a pretty good pickup for the team. Scoot had a really good season, averaging 24.1 points per game and 13 assists. And if you guys remember the number 1 draft pick that we got, Nazir Cunningham, he's up to a 92 overall, and he averaged 24 points per game and 7 boards. And we're going to be picking this one up right in the conference finals. The Blazers are up 3 with 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Scoot has an injury sign by his name, so he's playing through an injury right now. They're up 3 though in the 4th quarter. They need a stop right here. We are in the Western Conference Finals. I skipped ahead this playoff run. So yeah, we're in the Western Conference Finals. We win this game. It's Game 7. We go to the finals. A bucket right here could do it. Nazir Cunningham has been going off, but we see right here Scoot's hurt, but he still has the ball, trying to make something happen. Scoot has 5 seconds trying to make a move on the shot clock. Let's see what he's gonna do. Shooting the fadeaway 3, and it's gonna miss. I mean, he's hurt, so his attributes are like really down right now, so I don't know why he's still shooting. And the Spurs get a lot. Oh, they miss. The Spurs missing. They're going to have to foul. That's probably going to be the game. So the Blazers did end up hitting their free throws. They win 113-106. They're moving on to their first finals appearance as a team. This is what the box score looked like. Scoot was hurt. I don't know how long of the game he was hurt. I joined a little bit in the fourth quarter. He had 20 points, 11 assists, 5 boards, and Cunningham with a big game with 25 points for us. So after beating the Spurs, we went on to play the Cavaliers in the NBA Finals. Now, this isn't the normal Cavs team you're thinking. The Cavs actually picked up Jason Tatum, and he was their main guy, a 99 overall Jason Tatum. So it was going to be a really tough task to beat, and this series was a complete battle. Scoot and Tatum going at it. Nazir Cunningham was also getting a lot of buckets. Shadon Sharpe had a pretty good series as well, but we were able to overcome the Cavaliers and get Scoot his first ring. After beating the Cavaliers going into year 8, there was high expectations for the Blazers. They went and picked up Cat over the offseason. Scoot averaged 22.5 points per game and 13 assists during the regular season, and he joined the playoffs ready and looking to win another ring. But that was not going to be the case, as the Spurs, who we knocked out in the Western Conference Finals last year to get to the finals, the Spurs came back and got their get back and knocked us out 4-2, sending us home early. In the final year of this sim, Scoot averaged 22.5 points per game and 12.5 assists during the regular season, but we ended up matching up against the Thunder again in the first round, and I don't know what it was. We just could not beat the Thunder this whole video, as they ended up ending our run early once again.